Our next up is Reefs at Risk, Malina Fagan and Lynn Pelletier. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. We heard there were going to be some big fish here today. So,
So we came prepared. Hi, I'm Lynn Pelletier,
and I'm Malina Fagan.
and we are a mother-daughter filmmaking team from the Big Island who made a short documentary about sunscreen pollution, and it was funded by the Redford Center.
Reefs at Risk has been seen by over 2 million people worldwide. It was featured by Upworthy, played on Hawaiian Airlines for over a year, and it's screened at FIFO and Ohina and a bunch of places here. And we're so grateful that we helped Hawaii become the first place in the world to ban the sale of sunscreens with oxybenzone and octinoxate. Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of work. But many other countries have since followed and banned it as well.
However, the law doesn't go into effect till 2021, and it still allows visitors to bring in toxic sunscreens. So we need to keep our outreach going until we can get stronger laws.
So we're going to show a short clip from our 10-minute film.
Tourism is Hawaii's #1 industry, and we are very grateful to have visitors come from all over the world to enjoy our beaches and the rest of our natural resources. However, the marine environments around an island are very fragile, so the more visitors that we have, the more of an impact they have on all of our beaches.
What we're doing is we're looking at oxybenzone, a common UV chemical found in many sunscreen lotions and aerosol sprays. Oxybenzone can cause an adverse effect in coral at 62 parts per trillion. That is equivalent to 1 drop of water in 6.5 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So you don't need a lot to cause a lot of damage.
I've worked the last decade on coral health and disease. I never thought in my lifetime I would see reefs just completely wiped out by bleaching. When we take away the reefs, we take away the habitat that's housing thousands of organisms. So what's the easiest thing you control? Don't put sunscreens that have harmful chemicals on them. You can just put on a long sleeve rash guard. You can use lotions that don't have that same impact. There's little decisions like that that if we all do, is gonna help this environment.
We would like to get our film shown in schools throughout all of Hawaii so that our youth can go home and tell their family and friends. And we would also like to reach the 10 million visitors that come to our islands each year by getting the film translated and seen at tourist attractions, in hotels, on cruise ships, and on more airlines.
We'd also like to lead a campaign to get big retailers here, like Long's Drugs, ABC stores, and Target, to stop selling their toxic products sooner and to replace them with reef-safe alternatives, which are mineral-based sunblocks. So if anyone here would like to help us with these projects, please let us know. We'd also could use support from grants, sponsors, and outreach partners to help us achieve these goals.
This issue is much bigger than just sunscreen. There are hundreds of toxic chemicals in our cosmetics and personal care products, and that is why we are turning our short film into a feature documentary called The Coverup, which is in mid-production.
The average woman uses 12 cosmetic products a day. The average man, around 6. This equates to nearly 200 chemical ingredients a day, just from personal care products.
So we filmed that in our kitchen. And we got friends to model for us. It was really fun. But we've come a long way. We made it all the way to the East Coast and filmed some of the leading experts in our country about these issues. And can you go back for one moment? On the bottom right is my mom doing her first interview ever with Ralph Nader.
How cool is that, you know?
She did a great job.
This issue affects everyone, especially women, children, the developing fetus, and salon workers, and also our environment, with over 3 million tons of body care products going down our drains and entering our oceans each year.
The European Union has banned over 1,300 chemicals in their cosmetics and personal care products. Does anyone know how many the FDA has banned? It's 11. Still pretty bad.
Our goals are to help get federal legislation passed to protect the public and the environment, and to inspire consumers to use your purchasing power to shift the market.
Our film will be very solution-oriented and teach viewers how to do that. So we're here looking for support from filmmakers to help us complete our film, so cinematographers, editors, producers. Again, we're midway through production, so have a bit more to go. And also, we could really use the support from funders because filmmaking is pretty expensive. So thank you so much.
Jason, is it time to go fishing? Is it time to go fishing?
It's time to go fishing. There we go. You gotta admit, creativity right off the bat. Amazing. You guys did an amazing job. I have to say that I had the opportunity to watch the full-length Reefs at Risk, or when I was working at PBS Hawaii, and just because of that, I stopped using a bunch of stuff, including the spray aerosols.
They're the worst.
Are crazy, like this, the suntan spray aerosols. So on that film, most of it goes into the air and into the environment, and it's really crazy. So my daughter and I basically done. So we're trying to find more earth-friendly alternatives. So thank you very much for that. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Okay. So audience, they're looking for some production help for the Coverup, right? But also for the Reef at Risk, getting out to the schools, getting it out more. Where have you guys put it out so far? Have you guys?
A lot of it was online, so Facebook and YouTube. We've done tons of screenings, like we've screened in Belize and Tahiti, at schools too for elementary students. But we'd love to work with the Board of Education. If this could become part of the curriculum, it would be huge.
All right, right here.
Hi, I'm Christy Oda. I'm from the Leadership Institute at DOE, and I'd love to support getting it into the schools. And I can't make any promises, but I can reach out and help you with your connections.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Some high school students are doing sunscreen swaps already, and you go to the beach and you hear them talking to their friends about it. So it's really gaining momentum, and thank you so much for that.
Awesome, thank you. Right here.
Aloha kako. I'm Denise Antolini from the law school up the road, and you didn't ask for a lawyer, but I can offer a couple of things.
Awesome.
Two interesting connections. One is that a group of law students at the law school are very involved in the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. Some of you know there was the World Congress here in September 2016 with over 10,000 people. So the law school continues to be involved, and we actually submitted a motion that is like a recommendation to the next World Conservation Congress, which is in Marseille, France, in June 2020, so coming up. We submitted a motion inspired by your work and others to banning sunscreen, toxic sunscreen. So that motion just got accepted for debate this morning. It will now have a global audience, and in Marseille, also thanks to a lot of people here in Hawaii, we will have a Hawaii Pacific Pavilion, where I would love to invite you, along with the other partners, to screen this film and to introduce your new film to a global audience. So hope that helps.
Wow, yes.
Amazing. Thank you very much. But you still need some production support help, right? To make Coverup.
Yes, we do.
Any media makers out there willing to help? Gerard. Oh, I'm sorry, what? I'm not, you were in there, Gerard. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. By the way, Gerard's doing an amazing job with Ohina, and thank you for calling me out of being one of the co-founders of Ohina. I can't say enough how proud I am for this, what we thought was a one-day event, go all the way for almost 20 years now, right? So congratulations. Okay, moving on. All right. Okay, anybody else in the room want to help right over here? Oh, our friends from Tahiti. Here we go.
Hello again, everyone. Malina, Lynn, hello. I'm very pleased to finally meet you after all these years. We've been exchanging just emails. I wanted to say some stuff about screening Reefs at Risk at FIFO. It's been a great experience, actually. And after the festival, during our outreach campaign in schools and community screenings, the film has been seen a lot of times. I didn't keep track on the number of screenings or schools that have been requested the films, but it's huge. And speaking about impact, Reefs at Risk was screened at FIFO in 2018, and during this year, the local government of French Polynesia has voted a legislation banning oxybenzone and other toxic sunscreens in Tahiti, in French Polynesia.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
I don't really know if it's related to the screening, but anyway, it was kind of a funny synchronicity. And I also wanted to let you know that our colonial heritage makes us French speakers. So for our screening, we have made French subtitles for Reefs at Risk, and we will be happy to share that with you if you wish.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Didn't you guys need to translate that into other languages too?
Japanese would be great.
Japanese.
Anyone speak Japanese?
Yeah, so they're looking for translation into Japanese.
We have one in the
Reefs
back.
at Risk. Okay, we got another one right over here. Okay.
Hello, I'm Ryan Catalani from Hawaii Children's Action Network, and we're a nonprofit. We advance public policy. We work to advance public policy, I should say, that improves the lives of children and families. And so I think this is right up our alley, and would love to partner with you on part of your impact campaign. A lot of our coalition members are in this room, but you know, getting it out to the schools. We have a number of education coalition members as well. Just a number of things I think we would love to partner with you on.
Wonderful, thank you.
Awesome. Big round of applause. Thank you very much. Okay, way in the back.
Hi, aside from the project that I pitched today, I'm one of the founders of an all-women of color production company, and we've done productions all over the continent, so we'd be happy to connect you with other crew or crew ourselves, depending on the location and timing. And my best friend from college actually has a Japanese translation company, so I'd be happy to connect you to her as well.
That's
Awesome.
convenient. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Hey, you guys are off to a good start. Anything else? Don't be shy. Anybody just want to stand up?
Jason,
Oh, right here.
can I? Wait, we have one. Go ahead.
Yeah, wait, one more.
Hi, my name is Pooja, and I'm from India. India being a peninsula, it's a serious issue there as well. There are a lot of people who are wearing all the, and by the way, I need to put a lot of stuff off my cosmetics bag now, so thank you for that. So we would love to partner with you on a global campaign, because this is something that we've been thinking about as well. We'd love to take this outside the United States and to any other countries that you'd like to. We'd love to do that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
No, I just wanted to say that I saw this, obviously I saw the film before I came here, and I, like you, then I got here, didn't bring my big bottle of sunscreen, so I went to the Walgreens, and I'm looking for the no oxybenzone stuff, and it wasn't there yet, and then you told me, oh, because it takes a year to implement it. And I was like, that's outrageous. So when we talk about impact of media stories, we think about sort of different frameworks of some things are not well known and hard to change. Some things are just, you kind of feel like everybody should know this, and if you knew, it would be a simple behavior change. And this one is kind of like, it's just a no-brainer. It's like, I can just buy a different kind if someone tells me, and then I wouldn't kill the coral. That seems really easy to do. So I think it would be fantastic. I think the global campaign is really important, but in the year before it gets implemented, could Hawaii manage as a grassroots organizing action to just get a real movement going on social media with stickers on things, with advocating to the local ABC store and the longs and all that, and I don't know, here we go.
Hi, I'm Pumehana again. So I don't know if you guys are already working with AINA-based education programs, but I think that would be a great place to start as well. I'm happy to help connect there, because I think that kind of what you're speaking to is like, where do we find this? I know plenty of places to find this, but I think that not everyone does. So this is also a great opportunity to boost our local economy and Native Hawaiians and locals who are making all natural products, especially like all of the different AINA-based programs now. Like a lot of them have very large social media followings, and so I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen this before, actually. So I think it would be a great opportunity to share it out a little bit further, and then also provide solutions and stores, people, vendors they can go to get these products. Mahalo.
I think we need to have a little house party. You need to have a house party. You live on the Big Island, right? Yeah. So, but it would be good to have a Big Island house party and a house party here, just for like the smart people in this room to get together and hang out and go like, what can we do? This is fixable. Would anybody want to volunteer to host a brain trust meeting in their home or office, or I don't know. Someone has a space. The Creative Labs have a space, but just like a personal space. You can do it off to the side. Oh wait, Lizette.
Aloha mai kākou. I work at the University of Hawaiʻi at Manoa, right up the road, and I would love to help organize a screening of Reefs at Risk at UH Manoa. And hopefully we can help spread the word and get the whole community out to take a look-see. Mahalo.
Awesome, thank you. Oh wait, we got it. Heather's in the back. Grab Heather, and then Chloe's gonna talk. Right there.
I'll get Heather. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna follow up with that. UH West Oahu is opening its new media center in July or August of 2020, and we're going to have a fabulous theater. So I propose and offer that up. Whether Chris Lee will like that or not, I'm sure he will.
Similarly, I saw this film, the short, about maybe a year ago. Does that make sense? And so when I was coming to Hawaii, because I live in New York and the sun doesn't exist there, I was buying sunscreen, and I couldn't remember what I wasn't supposed to buy. And I don't know if that's common for anyone else. But so I wonder, what has your press been like for the film? Have you been, especially thinking about Coverup, like, to me, a really natural fit is talking to Allure. Condé Nast Entertainment is doing a lot of funding right now for digital shorts, but they're looking at their OTT, so those are Apple TVs, Rokus, those kind of streaming players, and looking at content for their OTT player and their YouTube. So I'm wondering, like, what is your press been like, and have you been able to kind of break into the beauty industry yet?
We had some good coverage. Off the spot, I'm trying to remember. I think Vogue linked us, which was huge. That was the big one, but we've had a lot of press. The issue has gotten a lot of press. When we started, there were hardly any articles. I think there was one article written, and today there's about 4 or 5 that go out every day about the issue, but they don't all link us. So that's the key, is like getting our film in those articles.
What about what Tricia said about like a seal, like a reef-safe seal? Does that exist?
There's an oxybenzone-free one, and Tulsi Gabbard has introduced legislation, because the word reef-safe is now becoming like kind of a catch-all. It's like, if it's oxybenzone-free, it doesn't mean it's reef-safe. There's other chemicals that are harmful. So a lot of companies are now marketing that way, but they're still toxic to the reef.
You have to read the ingredients, because they're using that as a marketing ploy.
It's zinc you want to buy. Yeah.
You got mine?
Yes. Hi, Vera here with Hawaii One in Filmmaking, but here also I'm Italian, so I can offer a translation in Italian. So I'm more than happy. I mean, there are a lot of Italians also that travel here, and it would be good to see this in other languages as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Vera. Okay, another one.
I used to work at HTA. If you don't have a contact, I can connect you because the community programs do fund Aloha Aina, which this fits definitely perfectly. As well as if you have an event for screening, you could probably do community events, programs, applications as well. So come chat with me. I can connect you. I'm not there anymore, but I ran the program, so I think it's a good fit.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, give everybody a big hand.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, big hand for
Big
our
hand for
filmmakers
Malina
here.
and Lynn.